Yo, what's going on, everybody? It is Roush, and welcome to Week 7 of the Pokemon Speedruns Draft League. This is my team builder for a Coach Eternalor and the Bludgeoners. As you can see here are the standings. We went over them in depth yesterday. Me and the special guest... Wow, let's try this again. My special guest, RX Fades, and I went over it yesterday. So I'm not going to spend too much time talking about that. We're just going to go ahead and jump straight into the team build itself. So let's go ahead and... That's the wrong one. Let's try this one. There we go. So here we are. This is the team that I'm facing off against. As you can see, it is a rain team. I mentioned it before. Pelipper based, and Mega Swampert and Kingdra are his two rain sweepers. He actually dropped his third one, which was Kabutops, in favor of Alolan Marowak, and he also dropped... Was that all he dropped? No, that's all he dropped. He switched Alolan Raichu is now a Z-Crystal user, so there's that. This team is kind of threatening if I don't take out the Pelipper early. If he plays it well, it's a very threatening team, but he's weak to Dragon, he's weak to Electric, he's weak to Grass coverage, so I think I got a really good team to be able to take care of him this week. Mons that I expect him to bring are going to be the Pelipper. I expect him to bring that. I expect him to bring the Mega Swampert, as a result, Kingdra. I also expect him to bring Decidueye and Latias, one or the other, if not both. Alolan Marowak, I definitely expect him to bring, because he just grabbed it this week. And I assume that he's fearing my my Raikou, as everyone ought to. Raikou is a very threatening mon. And then Tapu Fini. So what I believe is going to be Tapu Fini, Pelipper, Mega Swampert, Kingdra, and Latias. That's what I predict this week. So with that in mind, let's go ahead and take a look at what I am bringing to counter this fact. So, first off, we have my Virizion Wireless LTE with the Rocky MC this week with the Swords Dance, Leaf Blade, Stone Edge, X Scissor. His team isn't really weak to fighting, so there was no reason to bring fighting coverage. Rocky and Stone Edge, 1 at KOs Pelipper. X Scissor helps deal with the likes of Latias, is what it's mainly there for. It can 2-hit KO defensive Latias after a Swords Dance. Stone Edge also takes care of the Alolan Marowak. Should he bring it, it does tremendous damage after a Swords Dance. If not, straight out 1-hit KOs it, depending on the set. I'll be doing counts, of course, in the match to make sure that I'm not making a big mistake. Leaf Blade is obviously there for the grass coverage. It 1-hit KOs makes Swampert at +2. It 2-hit KOs Kingdra, I think, at +2. It does tremendous damage to Tapu Fini. I don't think it 2-hit KOs, but definitely 3-hit KOs. So that's Virizion this week. And Virizion Wireless LTE. Next mon I'm bringing is the Raikou. Expert belted this week with the Substitute. This is going to be my lead of choice because I predict Pelipper to be the lead. So what I can do is I can go ahead and set up a sub, and unless it's like physical, offensive Pelipper, a U-turn won't take out my Substitute, so I get to threaten whatever comes in with the Thunderbolt, Grass, Hidden Power, or Shadow Ball, respectively. So I have that. I can get a drop on everything because this coverage does really well versus his entire team. Thunderbolt hits, of course, Pelipper, Tapu Fini, Hidden Power Grass hits the Swampert, Shadow Ball hits the likes of Alolan Marowak, hits Latias, hits Decidueye for damage. So it's just really good. And of course, Thunderbolt hits, or Shadow Ball also hits Alolan Raichu. Can't forget that. Thunderbolt also strikes Toxicroak for decent damage. So that's going to be my Raikou this week. Next mon, I mean, I kind of have to bring it, is you. It's my best physical tank, to be honest, especially to deal with the likes of Mega Swampert. Fire with fire, if you will. Earthquake, Stealth Rock, Protect, and Toxic. I could also use this thing as a lead if I wanted to. Protect Toxic, mainly there to help stall out rain turns if they get out of hand. Earthquake's there to deal the most damage versus the entire team. Toxic can also be used against the Lottie. So there's something to keep in mind there. Stealth Rocks are there because I need to be able to chip that Pelipper down. I want to limit his times he can switch in. And of course I said Toxic Protect is to help stall out the rain turns. What my spread does is it enables me to tank any 2 hits from Pelipper, or not Pelipper, well, of course Pelipper, but Specs Kingdra in the rain and and Mega Swampert in the rain, especially after Protect. So what I can do is turn 1, tank the hit in Toxic, then I can Protect and live yet another turn. And from there I can either switch into Spike, who I am bringing this week. Volt Switch, Protect Spikes, and Sunny Day with the Rocky Helmet. Protect, once again, there to help stall out rain. Spikes is there because Spikes is good, and it also forces a defog from Pelipper. Volt Switch on a non-specially bulky Pelipper does about 80%. This thing's powerful. I mean, it's not powerful, but Volt Switch is pretty good. And of course, Sunny Day is there so that I can get rid of the rain instantly. So if I want it to, and force that Pelipper to come back in, and then I can do some Volt Switch shenanigans with it if I so please. Physically defensive because best form that I have, but for the most part, Fortress is there to disrupt the sun, or disrupt with sun. So I need to be careful. Next mon. Man, once again, bringing a Swampert and a Florges. I mean, I keep saying that I'm going to stop, but at the same time, they just do so well versus every single team. Leftovers with Wish, Giga Drain, Moonblast, and Psychic. This is great type coverage this week. Giga Drain, of course, is there for the Mega Swampert. Moonblast is there for the Kingdra. I take 2 hits from a Specs Kingdra. Psychic is there for the Toxicroak, which I don't outspeed, but if I feel that Toxicroak is coming in on a switch, I can smash it with a Psychic. Wish can do some decent team support. I wanted to bring Synthesis, but then I remembered I'm up against a Rain team, so I swapped it out for Wish. No Protect on Florges this week because I felt like having that Psychic coverage is going to be better than that. My end goal this week is going to be a Mega Beedrill here. The Wicker Man with the X-Scissor, Poison Jab, Drill Run, and Fell Stinger with enough speed to outspeed his fastest mon, that being Alolan Raichu. So the whole point of the entire rest of the team is to figure out who is Choice Scarfed, get the rain down, and outspeed and win with Mega Beedrill, because once this thing gets going, can't be stopped. Especially with the Adamant Nature 438 attack with the adaptability boosted X-Scissor. One-hit KOs, defensive, or I think it does like 90% to defensive Latios. So I think it KOs after Stealth Rocks is what it does. I'll double check it in the match. Poison Jab is there for the best coverage, and also if I need to kill Pelipper. Drill Run is there for both the Alola Marowak and the Toxicroak. And of course, I have Bulk invested so that I don't take too much from the ladder's Sucker Punches. And then Fell Stinger's there to get some attack boosts just in case. If I can pick up a mon and get up to +3 and continue my sweep, I will. So yeah, it's my team for this week. It's designed to help kind of stall out the rain, get rid of Pelipper, and then start wrecking with my offensive mons. Virizion can tank a hit. Raikou not quite so much, but like 4 out of 6 mons being able to tank some hits is not too bad. So, yeah, that's gonna be the team for this week. We're playing relatively offensive versus rain. We're gonna see what happens. I will see you folks on the other side. Roush is out. And yes, I do know that this was a very short video, but I was in a little bit of a hurry because we're actually getting ready to start the match right now, so I wanted to get this in right quick. So yeah, see you tomorrow for the actual match.